Gareth, you had an eventful summer. How do you look back on Rio and the Olympics and the silver medal that you guided the boys to?
It was a brilliant experience. Rio itself, the Olympics itself, and the time in the village and having that experience was brilliant. But the build up to it, the 11-week training program, the selection process, all that built up, and it was great to get the result. Disappointed with the final, obviously, but to get a silver medal, having been written off a lot, really, was really pleasing.
Now the Welsh boys have been back in training for a while. This is your first week back. How do you think the Welsh boys moving into next season will respond to the likes of Sam Cross and James Davis getting those medals?
Yeah, we're fortunate. We've got 8 core players at the moment now, which we've doubled on last year. The mentality of the boys since they come back in has been brilliant. They're in such a positive state of mind. It's really pleasing, and they're so proud of Cross here, proud of Luke Tran, they're proud of Luke Morgan, who was up in that training camp and in the selection process and did so well in that period. And it's shining through how pleased they are for them, and they're going to feed back in this week now, and just add to the environment that's growing excitingly here.
Now, with the Olympics doing so well, voices from World Rugby have come out saying it could be worthwhile putting GB in the World Series. What's your viewpoint on that?
We probably expected that discussion, and I think it is something that will interest people, and it's discussed. I think the model has worked, where we've got 3 teams playing on the World Series who add into the competitiveness of the World Series, and just from a Welsh point of view, the importance of Sevens as a development tool for Welsh players in the pathway is vital. There's nothing that matches the intensity that we put players into on the World Series, so it's important that it's kept from that point of view. And the competition created between Wales, England and Scotland feeds into that GB model, then ready for Tokyo in 2020, and there'll be reviews after Rio, and improving that process. That would be the best option from my point of view.
The last couple of seasons you've fallen outside of the top 10. What is the target going into the next season for the World Series?
Yeah, we finished positively against Australia in our last game in the series in Twickenham, and we want to build on that. But as a target, we're going to have a lot of developing players coming into the environment, and the job of the core players is, one, to bring a level of performance, but also to enhance the development that those players are getting. So we've made clear that looking around that 10th position is what's expected of us. But we're not comfortable with that. We want to drive this as far as we can. And my challenge, I firmly believe, if we're given a positive footing, that we can match the development and the performance and increase. But getting back into the top 10 is a big target for us, and that's being in and around that 10th place is all that's expected, as long as we're developing players on behalf of the regions and the Welsh Rugby.
The next series kicks off in Dubai early December. A couple of months before now and then, do you hope to have a competitive squad for the first round?
Yeah, competition within the squad is our first aim, and increasing that. And we're working hard at the moment in unearthing players that showed up well in the summer, doing the Singer Sevens, the Foster Sevens. They add into that competitive element, as well as players coming in from the regions that are nominated. And the onus is on going to Dubai and Cape Town with as strong a team as possible. Experience will play a part, but that's a challenge we're always faced with, and that's the pressure we'll be putting on the core group, is making use of their experiences over the past 18 months, longer with some of them, and taking that into Dubai.
Okay. All the best.
Cheers. Thanks, Graeme.